It's the Showbiz Countdown, Women That Rock. Some incredible women are putting Hollywood and the rest of the world on notice. Never doubt the power of a strong woman. Let me kick things off with number 5 tonight. It's Selena Gomez. Selena taking all the reports of her breakup from Justin Bieber in stride. Selena was just honored at the Glamour Women of the Year Awards last night in New York City for her role as an ambassador for UNICEF. And she didn't hide from the press. She could have, but she was there. She spotlighted her work with UNICEF instead of hiding and told us the secret to dealing with all of the attention she gets for everything else.
I don't know, I'm just taking it day by day. I'm very lucky to do what I do, and I'm glad I can do it.
I love that. Selena definitely rocks in my book. And joining me right now, 2 women that also definitely rock. In Hollywood is Sheryl Lee Ralph, the author of the book Redefining Diva, Life Lessons from the Original Dream Girl. It is now a New York Times bestseller. Good on you for that, Sheryl. In Atlanta, Egypt Sherrod, the host of HGTV's Property Virgins. Great show. She's also a radio personality with V103. Think about this. It's got to be tough for Selena Gomez to know how to handle all of those reports about her and Justin, Sheryl. She does a really good job of handling the scrutiny, even though it's so tough, don't you think?
Yeah. What a beautiful, sweet-spirited little baby girl. To have all of this attention on her, the fact that she has the support, the foundation that gives her the ability to handle all of it through that fishbowl with such grace is amazing. Love her, true diva in training, in the best sense of the word.
Yeah, Egypt, when you think about the fact that she's only 20 years old, I mean, to me, that only accentuates the grace with which she handles all this scrutiny.
Right.
I mean, AJ, to be so young, she is absolutely handling all this scrutiny with such grace. And I think it helps that she was a TV baby. She's poised for this. She was raised up knowing how to deal with the cameras and handle herself with such acumen. She's beautiful. I can't wait to see her when she's 30. We only get better with time.
Yeah.
No question about that. So let's move now from Selena Gomez rocking her own press to some legendary ladies who I think really do shine as terrific examples of how to make it in show business. They're rocking in at number 4 on our Showbiz Countdown, Women That Rock. It's Lauren Hutton, Katie Couric, and of course the star of the hit TV show The Good Wife, the lovely Juliana Margulies. They all told Showbiz Tonight the secret to their long-lasting success. Let's watch it.
I think the secret is honestly knowing who you are and not being afraid of what other people say, and to be brave and not, what's important to me is that the people who are in my life know that I'm truthful and honest and loving and caring, and that to start out from a foundation of that is sort of more important, I think, than anything else. And then you can sort of do anything in the world. I think once you feel secure in yourself, you'll do fine.
I think the most important thing for any person is to love what they do. A friend of mine says work should be a 3-letter word, F-U-N. And I think as long as you're having a good time, as long as you're being intellectually stimulated, as long as you're engaged, keep going. And that's what I'm trying to do as long as I can.
Read your ass off. Read everything that you can. Learn how to read, not just the front page of the Times, but inside too, and think when you're doing it. And little by little, you get little sentences here and there, and you'll be able to remember what's sort of really going on around the world.
The great Lauren Hutton. Yeah. All right, Sheryl, off to you on this. You are already on our list of women that rock. What is your advice?
Thank you. You know something, I write in my book that you've got to be able to look in the mirror and love what you see. You are perfectly imperfect, and God does not make mistakes. You are wonderful just the way you are. Believe it only, and always, and move forward with grace.
And when you look at all those women that we just showed you that we had the opportunity to speak with last night, I think most people can really appreciate how Katie Couric has really evolved throughout her career. We never thought after the Today Show that she would exactly find her place. I don't mean we never thought that, but it took her a while to find her footing. We were watching her in her various roles, and I think she's landed now, and she said it's all about having fun. I imagine most people might be thinking, well, if it were only that simple. But Egypt, for you, is fun what makes you rock so much?
Well, I'm glad you think I rock, AJ. Thank you very much. You know what I think? Thank you, Sheryl, as well. I started to become successful in my life and in my career, and it depends on how you define success. I define it as balance in your life. But once I made sure my passion and my purpose met up, they equated, it equaled success. And I think you have to be comfortable in your own skin. Recognize that each of us has our own unique voice, and you have to make sure the world knows what that is. And you'll find success in being your authentic you.
Yeah. Follow your bliss.
right.
It's what I always say, sometimes easier said than done, but at the end of the day, if you can do that, you'll have nothing but success. So let us move from showbiz legends to a legendary movie franchise that, sadly for a lot of tweens and twihards, is coming to an end. And the star of it all is taking her superstardom in stride. I'm talking about Kristen Stewart, in at number 3 on our countdown of women that rock. Now let's put her cheating scandal aside for a moment. That said, I do think that Kristen has handled her Twilight fame as well as she could. Let's listen to what she told us at the premiere for Breaking Dawn Part 2 about how she's feeling now that the franchise is winding down.
We do share it with like millions of people. If that can leave you so quickly, then you're a nutcase. I think, yeah, I think it's not going anywhere. I mean, the fact that the movies will exist forever, we'll be proud of them until the day we die. And yeah, no, we feel pretty good walking away. I'm really glad the story is finally told.
Yeah, it seems to me that she has it in great perspective there. You got to respect the fact that Kristen had a lot of pressure on her. You know, when she first appeared as Bella, we must remember she was just 18 years old and not well known prior to the movie coming out. And now she can barely leave her house. So again, besides the cheating scandal, I for one think that Kristen has certainly rocked her role in this epic film and the life that it brought her. Cheryl, are you with me on that?
You know something? I'm all for that, but I'm probably the only person in the whole wide world that has never seen any of the movies. I love her. The only one, me. But I do love the fact that last night she kind of grew up and actually wore shoes instead of sneakers. I believe she has on shoes and kicked the sneakers to the curb last night.
She's red hot and fiery right now. I mean, look at her in that gorgeous dress. She's not little Bella anymore, not a little girl. She's a grown woman. And you know what I applaud her for? Knowing when to go to grow. And some of us just try to stick around hanging on to something when really we do ourselves a disservice. I would like to see where she winds up next.
Yeah, well, she didn't really have a choice in going to grow in this case because the thing came to an end. It kind of forced her hand, but she did open herself up to different possibilities. And I have a feeling, and I know we've talked a lot about this cheating scandal over the past many months, but I have a feeling when the story is written about her life, it's merely going to be a footnote, and I applaud her for how she's moving forward.